Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Bonefire Tarot by Gabby August West. Website is on the side here, schifferbooks.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you need the spelling, of course. Supportive Oracle Cards, Your Clairvoyant Oracle Cards by Belinda Grace, illustrations by Elaine Marzin. Website is rockpoolpublishing.com.au, A as an apple, U as an umbrella. Okay, what do we have for Cancer? I keep wanting to say Cancer. I don't know why, but I do. So there, I said it. Cancer. No? Okay. So, something about communication, but like, it really does make me feel communication is a big thing here. But in what context? Like, is somebody saying something to you? Is something saying something to somebody else in front of you? Are you seeing it on social media? What's going on? Somebody's breaking the silence, but it's half-baked. Somebody's breaking the silence, and they're saying what's been going on. Maybe this is a situation you thought was a lot better than is being currently portrayed. So there's like something here, somebody's breaking the silence and they're saying something that's been going on. When this happens, it's very uncomfortable, but I'm kind of questioning, like, are we sounding the alarm? How many layers are there to this situation? There's more going on, and you seem to recognize that immediately. Like, wait, there's more layers here. I understand what's going on, and I take that seriously. But something here, I don't feel like I'm happy with how it's coming forward. I'm like, this isn't fair that only part of the information's coming forward. It's kind of like, we need the full story. Like, this isn't right. Something isn't right here. It's kind of like, we need the full story. We need the truth to come forward. But only part of it's coming forward, and whoever's giving it out, they don't seem to be wanting to tell you more. They're like, I got other things to do. They're only going to give you a little bit of it. And there is more to come. Other people do know the story. But it's kind of like, but I don't like that. It's kind of like, yeah, but they have how they view it added into that. It's kind of like, I feel like it's a good saying, but sometimes it's a little hard to hear. When they say there's at least 3 versions to every story. Yours, theirs, and the truth. But like when I say at least, it's kind of like if you have 5 or more people connected, you have all those 5 different versions, and then like if you were actually able to see it play out on tape, it might even seem different than those 5 versions. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what I'm like, I'm not comfortable with this because I feel like you're aware of that. Like how somebody views it. It doesn't seem like this is quite correct, like something isn't really pieced together, but you do have healing coming in, like, all right, this does need to come forward, and I feel like you also get that. You're like, yes, I do agree, this does need to come forward, you do need to talk about it, I just don't like how this is coming forward from all these different sources, and it just seems like there's a lot of different flavors in this same subject, and I don't really care for it. The release from bondage is what... That's a danger with this situation. Okay. Release from bondage is what's needed. 10 of Cups with the Devil card. This is when people try to smooth over a subject. Something could be very toxic. Something could be very bad here. But we're all trying to find a way to make it work. And it's kind of like, maybe that's not the best thing to do. Maybe this isn't a situation that should keep working. Maybe we should drill down more on the error or the problem and really find out what's truly going on here. It's kind of like when somebody has really bad behavior, but there's people not only making excuses for it, they're trying to help that person to do better. That person maybe does better for a little while, but then it turns out maybe they weren't. I feel like we're trying to make something look better than it is, and we're all trying to find a way to make peace with it as if it's not that bad. And it could be like a person that's connected to this group that is very integral to it, but it's kind of like, yeah, but even though they are that integral piece, it doesn't mean it's acceptable and it shouldn't be tolerated. And I feel like the question is, how is this situation being handled? Because I feel like some more truth needs to come forward. It's a bumpy road going on here, and I feel like you know that something isn't quite right. Something isn't quite right here. Something needs to come forward a little bit better. It's not the easiest situation. There's more coming forward, and I feel like what is coming forward? Like within the next couple months, if this situation is hitting another, it's not really a relapse, but I feel like it's being treated as if it's a relapse. Nine of Cups. No, it's not. It's the Ten of Cups on its side. Ten of Cups on its side is the Nine of Major Arcana, which is the Hierophant. Nope. The Hermit. The way I read it, the Hermit is the 9. The truth comes forward again. I'm more worried that we're going to be treating it as if it's its own situation. It is not. It's the continuation of what's been going on. So that's the problem. People acting like this is a separate situation. It's not. It's a continuation of a problem that probably is coming up right now. It's going to come up again. It's come up in the past, but it's like people keep treating it as if they're separate situations. They're not. They're all coming from the same source. I don't know. It's like a plant that keeps popping up in different places, but people keep treating it like every time it pops up in these different places, it's a different plant. The thing is, it's like I think it's sumac around here where I am. It's like it's a tuber. It goes down under the ground it can go great distances from what I understand. Great being questionable. So like say there's one here 15 feet over there, there's another one, another 15 feet from that, there's another one, and another 15 feet in a different direction, there's another one. And people thinking all these pieces are a separate plant. They're all from the same root. They're all from the same beginning. They're all connected, and that's the thing we got to realize here. It's hard to deal with it, but it's kind of like, I feel like Cancer, the energy for Cancer that I'm feeling is like, no, we want to actually solve it. And we got to find the commonality. I feel like you're kind of like, let's actually heal it. Let's actually fix it. It keeps popping up. Instead of waiting for the next place it's going to pop up, we need to deal with it for what it is. We got to kind of dig down and like find the root, follow the root as far as we can and see what else it's connected to. Look at these different situations and see, is there a root connecting them all? It's going to take some work. It is. Ultimately, somebody else might be stepping in, and there might be a lot of work. There might be a lot of work that needs to be done. The automatic writing comes in different ways for me. It could be literal. I usually don't read it as a literal card. We got to deconstruct the past. The Six of Cups came in upside down. We got to deconstruct the past. Because again, I keep feeling like we've been treating something as if it's separate issues. And we got to stop that. We got to break things down and start seeing where they are actually linked up. We got to not rewrite, but we have to like look at the past and see how we've been handling something, how we've been looking at it as if it was separate issues, and start seeing and marrying it together like, well, wait a minute, it's all the same issue, just presenting itself in different places. I feel like somebody else will add into this situation. When that person steps in, I feel like this is an energy that you can match in with. And I feel like your role is to support and aid this energy best you can for true healing to come forward. It's going to take a lot of work, but it's kind of like, I feel the Cancer energy is like, all right, if we got to do the work, and if it's going to be difficult, as long as it's actually going to heal, I'm here for it. I feel like you're all in if it's going to actually heal this situation. It's kind of like, if we got to do the work, then let's do the work as long as it actually heals. We don't want to keep having more and more problems. And I feel like you're looking at that. Like, once you see that they're all interconnected, and this all keeps coming from the same root, it's kind of like, unless we deal with the actual root, it's just how long. And it's almost like the longer this root survives, the more places it pops up. But it doesn't have to be just like 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. You could have 1 here today, 2 in different places, and those 2 branch out into 3, each, and then those branch out and like it starts going exponentially. I feel like you'll do it if you see it that way, and I feel like that's what the point of this reading is. If you're seeing it like that, like we got to get to the root, we got to deal with the root. If we successfully deal with the root, we can maybe create a different way of handling this problem. We have to first identify the root. There's somebody here that can help with that. It's just you supporting them, you helping that move forward, because if you support this energy, there's a higher chance that other people will too. There'll be more honesty coming forward, and that's where we can have true healing. I feel like that's what this is for. Okay. Are we good? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.